This video, we're going to build a SaaS product under 24 hours. I'll take you through the process of me coming up with the idea, brainstorming it, then designing it, then building it, and then eventually launching this on Product Hunt. And yeah, I'll take you through the whole process. And the goal is to finish this in under 24 hours. So yeah, let's get started. So I have this idea the other day. I want to be able to upload a design file or just a screenshot of it of my website, and using AI, it should one rate my website, and then number two, it would be cool if it can give me suggestions on how to improve. I got this idea because I see a lot of these posts on X.com where people voluntarily put their website for other designers to roast their website, quote unquote. And I'm very fascinated by this idea. Like people like put their website stuff, and a bunch of designers and people really good at design, they basically take a screenshot of it and like tell people, hey, like as you can see in this image, like change the padding here, change the copy here. And some people actually, what they do is like they do a complete makeover of the website. It's kind of fascinating to see. Like designers love doing that, So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a platform where people can upload their images of landing pages or different subsection on their website, and using AI to rate the website. Again, it's gonna be a little complex the way the rating system is gonna work. I'm gonna talk a little bit. I guess we can brainstorm. Again, I don't know how this website's gonna look, so I'm just like talking to myself and brainstorming it. In a minute, I'll use ChatGPT as like my brainstorming buddy to really flush out the problem and the core value proposition for these ideal customers I have, and then eventually start designing it and then building it. Before that, I'm just like ranting at this point because it helps me kind of really understand. So that's what I'm kind of thinking is first, again, I'm just giving you a little bit of context as to what I'm thinking of building, and then I'll use ChatGPT to flesh out my ideas and really figure out what features to put into this MVP or this first version of this SaaS product that I'm thinking of building. I don't know the name. I don't know the logo. I mean, I have a core. I have like a very vague idea as to what I want to build. And again, it's going to be a picture you upload and then it'll rate. So let's talk about rating. How would that work? I'm thinking the rating would be something like, hmm. So what I would have to do is I would have to create like a categories of like I don't know if you guys know, when you like do like a website audit, it will give you like different scores like performance, SEO friendly, and bunch of different categories of like a report it generates. So essentially I want to build like a report for a given website. So what people do is, I guess first things first, I have to collect appropriate information. So I have to collect the image, then I have to collect a URL. So if the image is not there, or if the image is not sufficient, it'll have some sort of context like metadata from it can scrape from the website, the URL, and then like maybe a description. But I guess I'll ignore the description. So it's just gonna be URL and image that people can upload, and then the AI will basically categorically rate the the screenshot on different categories. So for me, I have to come up with like different categories. Whether I guess like one of them I'm thinking off the top of my head is like copywriting. Like how good is a copy essentially? It will score like from 0 to 100, and then different categories. So I don't know what other categories are going to be like, but again, this is where I can use ChatGPT to really kind of flesh out and give some have some sort of ideas I can use. I can bounce ideas off of ChatGPT. But that's kind of the idea. So first step is I have to get these categories, quote unquote, for this report. And well, GPT 4.0 or any of these models can analyze images. So I have to build like a very descriptive prompt where I guess the AI would be able to analyze the image and score it 0 out of 100 for different categories. Yeah, that's like the brute force way of doing it. I mean, to optimize this or like make it more, I guess, accurate, what you would want to do is like you want to fine tune the model on a bunch of design books So the current state of GPT is not really trained on like this specific subset of problem, essentially, which is design. So again, if I have more time, more resources and stuff like that, I would basically build some sort of I guess this is like side tangent I'm going on here, but I'll build some sort of like a fine-tuned model where I'm training a lot on like its design core principles like copywriting, design principles, and other design guidelines. So that way it has more context when you feed image or like when you're asking for advice. It can appropriately give you better or more accurate suggestions. But for now, for this MVP, for this, I guess, less than 24 hours, I think the generic, well, like the state of GPT-4 is sufficient enough for us to just get this work done. But yeah, I think that's just a little bit of context of what I really want to build. And yeah, let's go to ChatGPT and like let's flesh out our ideas. You're a senior designer, and so help me generate these categories first, then we'll talk. Okay, think step by step. I don't know if these are like really good ones. So again, focus more so on design. Give me other categories like that. Again, purely design focus here. Okay, much better. Let's do another round. Again, from your knowledge base of design, what are like the key things that designers really look out for when judging or when critiquing or when redesigning a website or rating the website or assessing a website? What are the different components? Copywriting is one of them. Visual design, I guess that's one. Consistency, like in certain terms of spacing, stuff like that. Like these are different components that people can really assess on. So again, you don't have to come with like six. You just give me like what's the ideal amount. Like I'm thinking either three is good, or four is good. Just give me like three, four top categories. Focus on design elements that can be assessed from an image. Hmm. So quick question: what's the difference between visual design and UI design? I guess aren't they the same thing? So for visual design, should I call it aesthetics? Would that be a better subcategory name? I like copywriting and UI design, and for consistency and alignment, can we come with like a very shorter name for that, like one word subcategory name, one or two words max. Okay, so using ChatGPT, I'm gonna stop my thing. So using ChatGPT, we're able to like, bro. Okay, okay. So using ChatGPT, we have some sort of we have ideas to exactly what are the top four categories we're gonna be assessing the design on, essentially the subcategory. So when people upload an image, it won't just rate the actual landing page or whatever asset they uploaded. It will basically be grading on four different categories. These are like the guidelines or rubric. Aesthetics, which is basically like the design, essentially the the design, not the UI design, but more so what's it called, visual design, like the visual appeal of the actual website or any sort of image or any sort of subsection of the website. It could be a landing page, it could be a FAQ section, any sort of subsection of the website. And then the next one is copywriting. How good is the copy? And then the next one is UI design. The UI design is mostly like what's it called, spacing and stuff like that. What does it say here? Yeah, inputs, excessive, like just like the UI aspect of it. Review the design placement, consistency, button, stuff like that. And then consistency is like, is the spacing and padding equal and stuff like that. I think that's a very good start. It's a very good start for sure. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be designing the actual website. So I have my Figma file here. Let's go ahead and design this. I have some ideas how I want this to be laid out, but we'll make something work. Okay, let's see. So what do we want to do? Let's first build the actual landing page. Well, it's not gonna be there's not gonna be a landing page. I was gonna charge money for this, but I think I'm gonna make it for free for the launch. Then I'll add like a paywall. But for now, we're just gonna make it no payments, none of that stuff, completely free. But what I'll do is, oh, I have an idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have like a calendar, like cal.com link for people to book calls with me for like one-on-one session where I can help them design, and I'll charge them like a fee. So on the back end, I'll be making money, but the front end I'm just gonna make it free for the design. Essentially, it's gonna be a lead magnet, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be sick if I do that. Actually, let's do that. We're not gonna monetize this. We're just gonna make this like a free software SaaS tool. So let's go with this. Eventually, we're gonna make it like $1, $5, like anything less than something less than $5, essentially for any sort of website suggestion feedback. So now that's out the way, let's design this thing. I'm gonna be thinking. Let's think. Hmm. I want the background to be darker because I really want this to be darker because it should give this feeling of. The reason why you want to make the background darker is because one, I like it. Two, I don't know if you notice like YouTube, I love dark mode. And there's like a psychology behind why you want darker colors. People are more likely to stay on a website. It feels more homey essentially. If you notice Netflix, they have dark mode. They don't have light mode. They have super black background and stuff. So I'm just justifying why it's black, but I think black is a good color for this to be. I'm not gonna make it completely black. I'm gonna make it that, and then we're gonna just from the right at the get go, people can just upload immediately. Make it 18. Okay, finally, I'm done with this website design. As you can see, it took me almost about like 45 minutes to just get this design up and running. But let me just walk you through what I'm thinking of. So I still stuck with the black background, and I wanted like a red because it's a little spicy, and we're roasting it, so it's flames. So that's why I picked the red as the accent color. And yeah, it's just a design roast, made 100% free. Get a free design audit powered by AI, or I could say powered by ChatGPT. But we can change with the copy a little bit later on. But this is going to be the placeholder for the actual image. People can upload the image here and then click this button to roast it. And then there's going to be like a few examples. Ideally, it's going to be grid, but I'm thinking since the main page is going to look like this, we're going to make it like one big image. So like it will be a list instead of a grid. We'll see depending on like when I start building it. I'm thinking the grid will look good, but we'll see how that will work. But yeah, so here this section will basically be examples of how people have used this. Essentially, I'm going to use it on my own website and basically put it there so people can see like what the rating is, how this layout works. And then yeah, at the end there's going to be like this big call to action. Since this app is free, I'm going to basically be making money on the back end essentially. So I'm trying to use this as like a free tool to get more leads. So it's more of like a lead gen tool, like a free lead generation tool for my like let's say agency, for example. I don't really have something set up like that, but I'm gonna take some calls and help people one on one. But that's kind of the section. I can work on this for sure. Like it's gonna be a little bit different when I'm finally done with it. But the idea here is like book a 15-minute intro call. We can just say free call essentially. Book a free 15-minute intro call. Could be might be a little bit more enticing for people to click on it, something like that. And then we'll play with this. We'll make it 90-ish. Yeah, something like this. But the idea is here it will change. We can try like making it bolder, italics. Yeah, something like this. Book a free 15-minute intro call and schedule now. That will basically be my calendar link. And then yeah, so that's basically the landing page. I'm really proud of this. And then this is gonna be the main page. So after you click the roasted button after you uploaded the image, you'll be presented with this screen where it'll basically give you like overall score, and then potential. These are different two categories, and then these are actual four categories it's assessing on: aesthetics, copywriting, UI design, and consistency. Aesthetics is basically like the aesthetics of the image of the actual website, and then copywriting would be the copy of the copywriting. So it'll basically parse the text and assess how good the copy is. And then UI design is basically like components and stuff like that. How good are the components and blah, blah, blah. And consistency is just spacing and stuff like that. And this is like the progress bar. I'm really proud of this design. And then this will be the recommendation. This is what the AI will generate essentially. I mean, these scores are all generated by AI. And then the recommendation is basically going to be more tailored towards, like, for example, aesthetics. Like, how can you improve the aesthetics? Like, maybe use a different color schema or something like that. So the text will go here for that. And then, yeah, at the bottom, again, I need to work on this section. But the idea here is funnel people into my calendar, try to optimize for calendar bookings, and that's it. It's a simple site, no paywall, none of that stuff. Making it very simple. That will be the logo design roast. Yep, pretty straightforward. I think we're good with the design. Now, let's go with the building the actual app. I'm very proud of the design actually. It took me about 45 minutes to get this thing done. I'm super pumped up about this new red-ish design. I love this design. And I'm going to turn this into an actual function. I'm going to make this into an app actually now, start coding this. But yeah, let's get started. I guess I'm done with this section, so let's go to the next section. Okay, so finally we're done with the design and let's go build this. So first thing I did was let's buy the domain. So I have this domain called roastmydesign.co, and I'm going to buy this domain. One second, let me buy this. Okay, so I'm buying the domain right now, and we're going to go ahead and start building this website. So let me go here. Let me block out everything. Here, let's go to the terminal. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and start creating this project. Oh, we're in desktop. I'm just gonna stick to default settings. Okay, so we have some sort of example here. Design rows, blah, 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 blah. Let's make this better. Okay, we're finally done with this project. I forgot to record, but it's okay. I'll give you a recap. So we're finally done with this website. I pushed this to production. The website is currently live. I'll give you a live demo. 1 second. Let's go to the actual website. It's called roastmydesign.co. It is live right now. So if you're watching this, you can go to the website and you can upload your design, and AI will basically give you a design audit report. So let's do this now. So if I click upload screen, this is a photo of Craigslist. It's not the best looking UI, but we're going to give this to AI. So it's going to create like a design audit on this website. So it's going to break down and grade for a bunch of different subcategories that we set, like copywriting, UI design, consistency, aesthetics. So here we have it. We have overall score 65, It can definitely has potential of getting 85. Aesthetic 60. Basically, how does the UI look essentially? Obviously, this is not the most aesthetically looking site. And copywriting 70. I guess it can improve. It gets to the point. And then UI design consistency. It talks about here's some recommendations. It gives you aesthetics, update the color schema to include more modern visual. You can read through this. You can pause the video and read through this, but this is all the recommendation, dynamically generated by AI. And then towards the end, I basically have this for personalized advice, like book a call with me. And so basically, I made this completely free. I was gonna make it pay. I was gonna add a paywall, but I just thought it was gonna be too much work for me to add a paywall, get the Stripe stuff working and everything. I want to just get it up and running. Because of this challenge, I want to do it under 48 hours. So I just made it free, but on the trying to like optimize for getting bookings for these one-on-one consultations. But yeah, that's the website. Let's go to Product Hunt. So we actually were able to come in the top 10 place, or like we actually were in the top 10 for yesterday. So I pushed this on Product Hunt. If you don't know what Product Hunt is, Product Hunt is just a marketplace where a bunch of developers, designers, and companies will launch their own product, and they have loads of users, and it's like free traffic you get. So I launched this on Product Hunt yesterday. I should have documented it, but here I made these screens and launched this. I call it Roast My Design, get a free design audit. You can read through this, and yeah, to my surprise, this was a pretty good success. We were in the top 13. At one point, we're in the top 5, top 6, something like that. I forget. I could be wrong, but it's a success for me, in my book, because we got 133 upvotes, which is a lot actually. And let's look at like the analytics. How many we had? Like 1.2, well, 1,200 visitors, 823 unique visitors, and we can break down. Most of the traffic came from Product Hunt, and I don't know how direct works honestly. And these are different like websites that scrape from Product Hunt, so that's why these websites picked up my listing on Product Hunt. Some Twitter, Hacker News. Predominantly, the traffic comes from U.S. and then there's some parts in India. It's actually 151. That's actually a decent amount in India. 149. That's actually a lot more in India than it is from the U.S. But yeah, I think that's the quick update for this site. This was a very successful weekend. We were able to launch this. It actually took a little bit longer than 48 hours, to be transparent with you, because I had to get a lot of stuff working, and there's a lot of stuff I had running. I had to do some errands. So, but it's a success in my book. We were in the top 10 of listings, well, I guess launches on Product Hunt, and I think the UI looks pretty sick. I'm proud of this design. And we had like one booking, I think one-on-one, which was yesterday. I have to like double check if there's more bookings, but I had one booking call. We'll see where that goes, but you can try this out. It's for free now. Hopefully I don't add a paywall, but if you're watching this, go on the website roastmydesign.co and upload your own design. You can if you're a first time customer, you'll have to enter your email. And what I'm doing is like I'm collecting emails here, so I can do like a cold email marketing outreach for these people. So these are like pretty nice warm leads I have. They have a bunch of emails like collected. I just put it on Firebase now. It's just the quickest database. I had to like get up and running. But yeah, that's about it. If you like these type of videos, please like and comment below like exactly what you want me to build next. I'll build something on the weekend if I have time. But that's about it. Like the video, it's free, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, man. Take care, bye.